whom I've had my eyes on for a couple of years, and I've been listening to and being continually impressed by. And I have realised that this person has been getting better and better and better every time I hear her. She has won the callback several times. And we had a fantasy reading for her last year, where I actually believed that I'd given her a feature and hadn't done. But then I was in hospital at the time, so I'm taking all sorts of weird drugs.
As opposed to when he's not in hospital.
As opposed to when I'm not in hospital, not taking weird drugs. But I think she's a very fine poet. I think she's going to go a long way, and she's going to get better and better and better. So please give a really big spinning room welcome to Jess Alice.
He came and went by the China shipping line on a great green barge with containers stacked like Lego. I watched it enter the bay from the Williamstown jawbone next to fishermen who didn't catch a thing but perhaps the chills. He ruined it when I told him that I loved him. Maybe it was the traveller in him, but I thought it'd be different, but he didn't get what I meant by love and the act of loving, and that the two really aren't the same at all. He didn't recognise the urgency and the hopelessness and the inevitable release, because we were never going anywhere. But I wanted to fake it as far as I could with him, and though the screams and the kisses and the late nights crying were as real as the razor blade, he ruined it because he didn't appreciate the sentiment of make-believe. I wanted it simple as a Casio tone, as curtains shifting on a sigh, on a desperate breath, I love you. Nothing more, nothing less. This love is all, it is nothing less. A momentary guess on the wings of our last chance before you go, so just say it. Just say it, say it. Because tomorrow, you and I will be 10 different people. Someone else to fuck and someone else to chase, but I wanted him and I wanted it. I wanted him to say those stupid words and make a cheap connection that's worth the world. I wanted to swing with him on a night of pseudo-purist love, all eyes and wandering hands and t-shirts in the rain, and getting tired and bored as the sun's coming up. Accepting that our love's been and gone, but better than to have, than never at all. Make a cheap connection that's worth the world. But as all things end, as they begin, he came and went by the China shipping line. Not a stowaway, but good honest hard work. A good man, and too honest to be a part-time lover, and too good to go untouched by goodbyes. This was maybe one of the first poems that I read at the spinning room, and it looks just as old and dated. There's like footprints on it and stuff. So, I lose you at the pit of my umpteenth glass, in a cardboard cutout airport bar that stinks of whiskey jet lag. Advised to leave, I stumble to the international departures, fall over a pin-up flight attendant with perfect teeth and breasts. I cry at her, where are you going? Take me with you to the opposite side of him, anywhere but South America, please. I'm on my knees. She calls security because I can't stand up. The uniform guides me to a lounge littered with families of delayed flights and wives anxious because what if it went down? I talk to the child on my right about loss. Don't trust a man who gives you Bukowski. He, like his love, is a dog from hell. Her mother takes her away, says I'm not safe, not well. My bitterness subsides and I just stare at a television that has no volume. I watch a travel show and wonder if you're already there. If you die in Guatemala, like I spat at you drunk and enraged, if you die there, I will never know. Despite the intoxicated affirmations, there was never a connection of hands or heart like Siamese twins to sever. We are magnets, bipolar, separate in sex, unified in repulsion, but one turns their back and it's all over. Ruby, I love you. But how can you sleep when the bed is burning? It's so hot, and can't you smell the smoke? The cigarette you kept in your lips as you passed out has rolled down a marble cheek and fallen by your shoulder. Your mess of amber hair is popping sparks and sizzling at the ember. And I'm scared, because I don't think there's any smoke alarms. You know, I always figured it'd be drink, or an overabundance of love that would get us. An overabundance love and the various sorrows that accompany it. A Shakespearean murder mystery, or choking on the bones of an ex-lover's envy. Something dramatic, but I guess we're not far off now. And now the flames are really starting, licking up your face and around your head like a lion's mane, like a sun god, Egypt's Ra. But if only you took the falcon head instead, I could be the body and fly you out of here. I'd worship you, even when you're burning. Even now, baby, you're really something. But I wish you'd wake up. Spot fires are dotting down the quilt all over your grandmother's wedding dress. The French lace never stood a chance against your body like a furnace. And it's getting harder for me to hold you when the bed is burning like this. My shirt sleeves are all scorched, and the smell. Your pretty hair's gone to soot, and the pillow feathers are surging little bombs of flame. If I could just leave you for a moment, I'd call someone. The ambulance or the fire brigade, but I realise that I'm still squeezing your hand, still fingering the ring I gave you. And even as the hotel chandelier is cracking, light-fitting, rattling jewels like bells shivering before dropping cool hail on my shoulders, raindrops of diamonds, an offering for your torso, your beauty, Ophelia in hell, even your beauty can't put out this inferno. So if you're not going to wake up, I'll have to burn with you, right down to the dental records and the ring I gave you. In the paper tomorrow will be front page news, headline obituary for the dead Juliettes. They'll call it a Shakespearean murder mystery in a broken down motel on the dead side of town. Young girls never should have been there in the first place. They'll cite the source of tragedy, a possibly faulty outlet, suspicious wiring, or at a stretch maybe an arson. But if only they don't find that damn cigarette, the one that you kept in your lips as you passed it on the bed. And here I am. I always thought it'd be drink, or an overabundance of love that would get us. An overabundance of love and the various sorrows that accompany it.